Hello and welcome to Soul Guidance with Adriana. I am a transformational life coach and I help you choose growth and abundance in all aspects of your life aligned with your soul. I have an interesting message for you today. This is going to be an intuitive reading, but there's a lot of unknowns for me. I have just been feeling really compelled to do this reading for you, but I haven't designed a spread. I haven't preset any of the positions. I just know that there's a message for cat lovers that needs to come through. I think I will ask to see if our furry friends have anything to tell us at some point, but we're just going to kind of flow and see where this goes. So if you were called to this video, thanks so much for joining me on this. I hope it's going to be interesting adventure. Okay, getting some cards for you. My guides are saying to start with 4 cards from the top. Okay, so we're going to go left. Oh, okay. All right. This looks like an interesting transformative time for you, especially. We've got the Lovers into the Tower, 9 of Swords, but then the Ace of Swords. We've got some kind of completion happening here. Now, I want to back up for a second. Whatever we're experiencing, our animal friends are actually experiencing with us. Cats especially absorb negative energy. So if you're in a bad day, having a bad time, and you just go pet a cat, you immediately feel better. It's because cats absorb that energy. So in a sense, this is kind of a reading for your cat as well, because it's telling them what's going on with you. Let's back up. Okay, the Lovers into the Tower. This is a moment where you're realizing that certain things that you value are different than what you thought before. And because what you are valuing is changing, or you have recognized this change, it's kind of like everything around you is breaking apart. Okay, so perhaps you went on one particular path, but you've been feeling not great, or you've been feeling dissatisfied with the choice that you made, because when you really get in touch with your heart, what you really love, that choice doesn't work anymore. And now all of a sudden your world has to change, and you recognize this. And because of that, we've got this 9 of Swords. Fear about the future, fear about what this realization means, fear about the implications of all the changes you're going to make and the people you might have to let down or disappoint. But what I love is we end with the Ace of Swords, which says, I know I need to make a new start. I know I need to have a new beginning. And I know that I can cut myself off from the past and keep moving. So this is really a big thing that's going on with you, and your animal friend, your cat, is sensing it. And if you're not communicating this to them, you're not communicating to them what you're feeling, what you're going through, the changes, you may actually see them exhibit some symptoms of stress, because they're feeling something from you that you're trying to hold in, because maybe you don't have all the answers yet, and they don't know what to do with that energy. So the best thing you can do, swords are also communication, is talk to your animal, like physical talk. And I know I'm one of these crazy people that carries on conversations with my cat, but talk to them and tell them, look, this is what's going on with me. I don't have all the answers. It's not your job to figure this out. But I know that you know this about me. Just let them know that they know. All right. I'm being told to get 3 more from the middle. Queen of Swords, not a lot of swords, 2 of Cups, and 10 of Swords. Man, a lot of swords happening. Do you remember what I said here about the 10 of Swords, this completion happening? Look, here's where we have it. It looks like this completion, or this coming full circle, the point of cutting off has to do, it looks like, with a relationship. This seems to be a physical relationship. Now, this is not a personal reading, and so I cannot give you specific advice for you, but I will tell you what I'm feeling is a message of independence, and how important it is, or how amazing it is, that we are talking about cat lovers and cats are very independent. Difference between cat and dog people is independence and dependence, right? Our Queen of Swords is saying that you need to make up your own mind about the direction you need to go, whether it's going to mean the end of the relationship or a new way persisting in the relationship. You need to make up your own mind with your own values, your own needs, and your own point of view mattering. She's got her back to this little flow of energy happening here, this interchange between the two people. The Queen of Swords has her back to it, like she's not even considering it. She's actually got her eyes closed and she's looking kind of up. So she is in touch with her own divine counsel. She's in touch with her own intuition. So a lot of times when you're stuck in a situation, whether it's a relationship or work, but what will the other person think? What about them? What will this do to them? How can I let them down? And the Queen of Swords is saying, be just like your cat. Be okay with being independent. Be okay with being your own thing, doing your own thing, and trusting your own sense of where this needs to go. Because once you've had this tower moment, you realize you can't go back. You realize you can't keep things the way they were, and you can't pretend that it's okay. Why we have our Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords is just saying, okay, let's just acknowledge it's ended. We've got a brighter future ahead of us, but this time I'm just going to only consider myself. Okay, I want to get a message straight from our animal friends. I don't know how this is going to work, so this is really scary to me to put out information that I don't know how this is going to work. So let me just ask, is there a message from our animals for us? Well, there's a lovely calm feeling coming through. So many swords. Okay, I can't believe the amount of swords in this reading. We've got the Magician into the Prince of Wands, into the Five of Cups, into the Princess of Swords. Now, I feel like the cat energy is actually this Princess of Swords here. She's not directly involved with what's going on, but she's watching it. And she's keeping her eye on it, and she's keeping herself outside of it. The animals are asking us to tell them what they can do to help us through this time. Wow, I'm getting this energy so strong right now. They want to know what we would like from them. What can they give us? What can they support us? How can they do this? They want practical instruction from us. And if you don't want them to do anything, tell them that. Just say, your presence is enough for me. You make my day even better by just being there. You don't have to do anything. But it seems like the animals want us to know that they can offer even more than what we think we can ask from them. Okay, what it seems like is this cat is watching you, the human, go through this process, figuring out the new direction you want to go. We had the Tower, everything fell down. Knight of Swords, putting it into action. Five of Cups, walking away from who you need to walk away from so that you can get to your future, this new construction of your future and new emotional bonding in the future. But at the same time, these two cups back here, which are a reference to this Two of Cups, these two cups back here are you with your animal, with your cat, and your cat is saying, you're not looking at me. You're not thinking about our relationship. What can I do for you more? Please involve me more. They want to help us through this time, through this crazy, chaotic time. They want to help us, and they want to be part of our journey. And so strong, I'm feeling this message that the animals are asking for more involvement from us, but we have to set the tone. We have to tell them what they need. All right, I'm going to close with one more card. Actually, my guides are saying two. I always want to do one, and they tell me two. Okay, Wolverine and Wolf. Wow, look at that. It's like cousins almost. I don't know if they're even related, but the names are similar. So this to me is kind of like animal and they're human. Cat are me and my cat, me and some my familiar. I'm not directly related to him, but we're together. Fight for yourself. Be fierce in standing up for your desires. Be fierce in standing up for your needs, and be true to yourself. I feel like this wolf here, even though it's a dog, is kind of like our cats. It looks at us with these eyes and they know what's going on. You can't fool a cat. You can't fool an animal, really, because they sense energy and we have minds that make up all things that make us ignore energy. But they're saying be real and be fierce. We're right there with you. We're right there with you. We're standing with you. Be fierce in standing up for yourself and know that you have our support. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for sharing that journey with me. I really had no idea where we were going to go. If you would like an individual one-on-one reading, I am still offering those. You can check out soulguidancewithadriana.com. I also have a special offering that is related to the soul journey of animals, and that is Soul Path artwork, Soul Path painting. You can find that on my website as well. It's a very different kind of offering. And if you have questions, please feel to reach out. But I look forward to seeing you next time. Please make sure to subscribe. I'm doing videos a little more sporadically than I used to in the past. So you want to make sure that you're subscribed so you know when these are posting. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.